Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they first quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This offense has it with really good field position. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Boom. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
What a great run there. On 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Dropping back. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
And that's why it's so important to get to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Can't get him to the ground. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Here getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The short hands, it's Branch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. There, got some room in under the goal line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Breaks into the open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Has to let this one go off his back foot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
It's first down from the 11. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead with the 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Miller with the ball. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown time. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quick completion to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Fights off a defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Dumps it off in the flats. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. On the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. The hand to the running back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Stockton. That's reeled in, it's Frazier. He's out of bounds after picking up 17. Got to save every precious second.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
He's taking the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big...
Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners.
position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Someone not clear on the snap count. False start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his man, it's Wingo. And they're able to get him down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lets it fly. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Snaps it in the shotgun. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Got a man. It's Williams. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. With With the catch, it's Miller. Bulldozes his way through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Swings it out to his running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's looking to pass. And the defense drags him down.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
From the gun. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback making checks. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run the option. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Hits him with a stiff arm. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. offense just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
The RPO, it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. He's got him in the flat. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Drills him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. That Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown tie. He got loose and it was lights out after that. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his back in the middle.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Zanes it complete to the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big...
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 40. Smashes him with the stiff arm.